Hey everybody, today I will be talking to you about the art of dissertation writing. Oftentimes we hear the same questions from the students that we work with. What do I need to include in my dissertation? How do I ensure that I am writing my dissertation well? What is the most effective process to write my dissertation? If any of these questions are questions that you have had or are currently having, then this session is for you. We will explore some of the challenges you may face when writing a dissertation and share our top tips for overcoming these. After all, your dissertation is the defining moment of your undergraduate or postgraduate study. So it is worth ensuring that you fully understand the process and that you are on the path to success. The process of writing a dissertation is truly all-encompassing. You are likely to experience a wealth of emotions such as fear, excitement, anxiety, and elation. And this makes it so vital that you prepare yourself well before you begin so that you can better control the process and manage your emotions while you're going through it. So, let's get to our top tips for success in writing your dissertation. Follow these and the process is going to be a whole lot smoother. Top tip 1, take time and care choosing your research topic. In another session, we will take you through the process of choosing your research topic step by step. I recommend that you really think carefully about what you are choosing as your topic, the extent to which it is meaningful and engaging for you, and whether you think it is a topic in which you can really showcase your academic skills. Additionally, you may want to consider choosing a topic that matches your career ambitions and would help you to advance in your career path. Once you have selected your topic, you will need to write a clear objective for your project that will allow you to answer your research question or questions. Top tip number 2, check the requirements. Before you launch yourself into your project, take some time to become familiar with your academic institution's dissertation requirements. Questions you might want to find answers to include questions such as, what does academic writing look like in my field of study at my institution? What are the ethics protocols within my faculty? What is the expected word count, if any? How does my faculty expect my dissertation to be structured? What type of research sources should I be using? What type of analysis is expected or appropriate? What referencing style should I be using? When, where, and how do I submit my dissertation? Once you have the answers to these questions, you will be in a much stronger position to start your dissertation. Top tip number 3, choose the topic and write the proposal. There are different ways of approaching the required elements of a dissertation project. However, what I recommend is that once you have decided upon your topic, you should move straight into starting the process of writing your dissertation proposal. The proposal itself is the outline of the purpose of your research, and it states how you intend to complete it. Usually at most institutions, it's chapters 1 through 3. You can therefore think of the proposal as a plan for completing the rest of your dissertation. And you wouldn't start writing an essay without a plan, right? So don't start writing your dissertation without one. Top tip number 4, gather your resources. Let's be honest, the key element of any successful dissertation project is research. You are going to be spending literally hours researching, and it's important that you be sure that you have looked into the topic area from all angles. Therefore, the more relevant research you can do, the better position you will be in. To help with this, choose your sources of information carefully and make sure they align to your topic area. Top tip Number 5, make a timetable. There are many sections to complete in a dissertation. These vary across faculties and institutions, but are primarily the title page, an abstract, the table of contents, the opening paragraph, the main body of work, an explanation of findings, a bibliography, and appendices. Each of these sections will take a different amount of time to complete, with some taking far longer than others, of course. In order to stay focused and on task and achieve your dissertation within the time allocated, it is recommended that you put together a basic plan of when each part will be completed so that you can meet the submission deadline. Be sure to talk with your tutor, your supervisor, or whoever you're working with, and other friends who have completed dissertations for help in putting this together. Top tip number 6, don't put off the writing. Don't delay. So this may sound silly, but many doctoral students can end up getting so bogged down in research that they forget that they also have to write their dissertation. My best piece of advice is to start writing as soon as possible. Don't delay. Don't wait based on their timeline. To do this, you should consider setting a target word count to meet each week or day. If you regularly meet with your supervisor, you can use that to schedule the sessions and set deadlines for yourself. You should also try to see the writing process as an important part of your project. In fact, once you start writing about something, it can really help you to understand it. You will also find the gaps in your research or data collection more easily when you start to actually write about it. As you go through the process and your thoughts and ideas begin to change, don't be afraid to go back and edit what you've already written. It will be so much easier to do this as you go back than to come back and try to edit at the end. Top tip number 7, back up your work. Imagine that you've been working on your dissertation for almost 12 months and your submission date is looming. You've been sitting at your computer for 12 hours and have written some incredible analysis, even if you do say so yourself. Then, without warning, your computer crashes. It won't switch back on. You take it to the computer store the next day and they tell you there's nothing to do. It's unfixable. It's 12 months worth of work. There is no end. There is nothing you can do to get it back. Now, I know that sounds bad, but this honestly happens probably more often than you think. Approaching your dissertation project smartly is absolutely the key to your success. Be smart about backing up your work in multiple places if you can, and this includes your research notes and reference lists as well as the proposal or the draft itself. Top tip number 2, think critically. The dissertation project involves you having to critique and question the work of others. Don't forget this as you move through your project. As you research and look at data, keep asking yourself, am I really convinced by this explanation? Why am I convinced by this? Are there alternative explanations? Is this in line with or different from perspectives in other research? In the writing itself, you will also need to share this and explain it to the reader. Your justification needs to be clear and obvious to all readers, even those that are new to the concept in the discussion. Also, the whole purpose of the dissertation is for you to form a clear and strong argument, and so you need to clearly justify how you came to this conclusion through your study. Top tip number 9, edit, edit, edit. Okay, I know that this doesn't sound very fun, but the editing stage is so important to producing a high quality piece. Right? Yes, editing includes proofreading, and that is for sure an important part of this process. However, there are other forms of editing that you must engage with also, and you must make sure you leave plenty of time for this when you develop your timetable for the start of your project. In addition to proofreading, I recommend you complete the following steps to enhance your editing process. Read through the entire project, focusing on whether it is a logical piece of writing. Ensure your key arguments have been supported with relevant citations. Ensure you have highlighted your familiarity with key theorists or theories in the field of study. Double check the names of theorists and theories that you reference. Check your referencing formats. Top tip number 10, stay calm and enjoy the process. Yes, it might seem obvious, but the dissertation is such an important process and one that you will remember forever. So try to enjoy it as much as you can. As you begin the project, just remember that things aren't going to go according to plan all the way through. You might struggle to choose a topic. You might struggle to find relevant research. You might lose focus or fall behind your timetable. But none of these things are really as disastrous as they might feel at the time. So be prepared to feel stressed and respond in a calm and sensible manner to get things back on track. If you follow the advice that I've given you today, you are going to be well prepared to tackle this project and have your dissertation become one of the greatest life achievements that you will ever experience.